All right. Commissioner Howard. Gwinnett restricts beekeeping to only residential agricultural zoo zone properties, the most restrictive of metro Atlanta counties. Since the Director of Planning hasn't brought the issue before the board, will you initiate removing that zoning restriction?
Okay, if any of you know me, I have animals and they come through my house, and I have to check with our planning and development to make sure that a potbelly pig was okay in our house for 9 months, and now he's at a sanctuary. So yeah, he destroyed my garden and my doorways all the way through my house. So I'm actually love bees. I love the idea of having chickens, but the reality is, I have very tolerant neighbors, and they know me and they put up with me, but there are neighbors that don't want to be in a neighborhood in close proximity to each other to have bees or chickens. And I know that everybody keeps their hobby chickens very, very well, but the reality is that there's some that don't. And so when people move in, and I think that we have, but the rule is that you have to have 3 acres or more. And so I think that is a reasonable thing. And I can talk to you more about it offline.
Well, I don't really think that we need to have, tens of beehives on a small piece of property, although I don't really see the problem with having one. Right now, the lack of bees in our environment in general is decimating, and it's actually going to impact our food sources at some point because we don't have anything to pollinate the plants and the food. So I think perhaps we might want to relook at, encouraging some type of beekeeping without going overboard. I mean, you can expand and just go crazy with a ruling, or you can kind of work together and see if you can come to some type of a decision that might be workable for an entire neighborhood.
Commissioner Howard.
I also encourage everybody to go to the Environmental Heritage Center. I worked on a program that is the Bee Festival, and it encourages people who do have 3 acres. We have a lot of people in the county that have 3 acres of land, and it's teaching them how to. I completely agree that we need to make sure that we maintain the level of bees in our community. And so I really encourage people, and I love teaching about it, and I love actually, there's 5 beehives that are over at the Environmental Heritage Center that I helped put together. So I'm a big fan of